We are now recording the call here. Folks, welcome once again. Thank you for getting on. Like I said, if you have anybody else who would like to get on this call, definitely get them on this call for sure. And at worst case scenario, you're going to receive some knowledge about what's happening and maybe something that can open your eyes. I'm going to talk about several books that I'm reading right now. One that I continually go over again and very intriguing and it's powerful. It's called The Dollar Crisis. Let me see if I have it right next to me. Yes. The Dollar Crisis right here. This book is absolutely powerful. Now, I would say it's not an easy read because if you don't understand anything about economics, maybe some of the terms may be a little bit confusing, but if you read it over again, you'll understand the state that we're in and where our economy is actually going. So what I know is that in where we're at, there is a wealth transfer happening. And if you understand positioning, okay, that means money in the bank account. I just made a statement out there that there are going to be two type of mindsets in the state that we're in right now. There's a mindset of consumerism, which that's where our governments push us to, because the economies that we are in, no matter where you are in the world, right? Doesn't matter if you're in Africa, doesn't matter if you're in the United States, doesn't matter if you're in Australia or London or UK. It's all the same because we all run under the same global money system. Our banks print money that's not backed by anything, and it continually stimulates or circulates the economy and drives up and down our currency, okay? So what you need to understand is how do you benefit from an inflationary environment? Well, when I say inflation typically applies to goods and services. It typically applies to assets like real estate, like gold, like silver, physical assets that are being utilized in our world that have to be physically used or lived in, or whatever. And if you are not fortunate enough to have any of those assets, then you're already missing out on a portion of the wealth transfer, right? So you're not taking advantage of what we call capitalism slash, our money system, our inflationary money system, okay? Because money is constantly printed, it drives up the currency, drives down the currency, but continually drives up the assets. We have what we call a bubble, unfortunately. And so that bubble will, fill up and then it will pop, come back down. Well, right now, you guys are seeing that bubble deflating right now. And this is the prime opportunity to make moves. So instead of buying flights through American Airlines, right? American Airlines shares as low as they've ever been. They're down to $12.56. So think about that mindset. Do you have money, friends, that will speak to you in a way and tell you the secrets to wealth? And I believe that's what our company allows us to do because that's all that we talk about. And when I say talk about, it's not the money, it's the wealth. It's generational wealth for your family that we're talking about creation of. So, you can go out and buy a nice round trip ticket to Hawaii right now for $500 or less, I believe. But you can also turn around and buy 50 shares of American Airlines, and those shares can go right back up to where they were, $30, $40, $50 per share. Okay. And so imagine you grow your money by over 80%. Understanding because the economy is going to bounce back. We're about to throw $2 trillion of stimulus money into the economy. 350 billion of it is going to be from consumers. Okay, what are those consumers going to do? They're going to pay their rent. They're going to go buy more groceries. They're going to go to all these places. They're going to spend. Some are even going to spend money on other things. Okay, then you have the investor mindset. They're looking at the long-term game. And the long-term game is, wow, I want to produce a couple $100,000 for my family. I want to produce 7 figures for my family over the next 2 years, okay? So we're going to give you some surefire, what I like to call strategies so that you can win. And if you apply them, I think that anyone who applies this information I'm going to provide to you can win, okay? There's 5 rules to money that we're going to talk about, folks. And I have to shift your mindset because most of us growing up, including myself, listen, for those that don't know me, Randy Webb, I've been an entrepreneur now full-time with my wife for over 7.5 years. I was born and raised in Compton, California. I come from humble beginnings. My mom was not a millionaire. She didn't make 6 figures a year. My mom probably made about $30,000 or less per year, folks. We had to be on government assistance. I was the oldest of 5 kids. I remember never living in one place more than a year. I needed stability in my life. And for me, I remember seeing a commercial about the Army of One. And luckily, I didn't go to the Army. I ended up going to the Air Force. And when I went to the Air Force, I was fortunate enough, folks, to have dreams and goals. And later on, I became a pilot in the Air Force, where I've served for 15 years. I was fortunate to retire out in 2013. And this is when I really started heavy in my entrepreneur journey, where we didn't look back. Me and my wife, she was a nurse. I was a pilot. Jobs gone. We became full-time entrepreneurs, and we've been making well over $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year since then. And listen, folks, I didn't come from money. So how did I do it? Well, I had mentors that stepped in my life that we've been being mentored by ever since. And so I believe that wealth is proximity, okay? Meaning who you speak with, who you talk with, who coaches you daily, that's who most likely you're going to mimic. If their bank account is big, most likely your bank account is going to be big because they have a bigger thinking than you. Now, if you're taking advice from average people, maybe you're everyday worker, we were everyday workers at first, okay? Then we're going to have different advice. You're going to say, you need to go out and get a good job, make sure they have benefits and they take care of you, right? You look at a job to take care of you. Hence, there's two mindsets. There's a consumerism mindset and an investor mindset that if it's to be, it's up to me. And I want to give you that investor mindset. If it's to be, it's up to you. And so let's talk about why 95% of people are only accumulating 5% of the wealth in the United States or in the world, okay? 95%. Why? Because we have been taught to exchange our time for money. Okay, and you understand 24 hours a day, most people only work 8 to 12 hours a day. And listen, here's the tempo. If you have an 8-hour shift, you got to transmute to and from work. Most people are spending 2 to 3 hours, especially if you're here in Dallas, 2 to 3 hours commuting to work. And then in turn, so they miss 3 hours, and then in turn, they only get paid for 8. And then whatever the boss says you're worth, that's what you get. Well, guess what? 95% only account for 5% of the wealth. Don't believe me? I want you to go to usdebtclock.org, go to the bottom right, go to wealth distribution. It's going to talk about your top 1%. Top 1% in the United States right now control $57 trillion of the wealth, while the bottom 50%, listen, the bottom 50% only controls 1.7 trillion. Do you see the huge gap? They say, you know, looking at dollar price, they say majority of countries, however, what the number split at is there's the top 5% who control all the wealth versus the top 20%. So the 5% equals what the bottom 20% makes. So there's a huge gap in the United States right now, and probably in the world because of the printing of money. Okay, so my goal is not to give you a mindset to stay in the 95%. You got to understand, you need multiple streams of income, and we're going to talk about that. And so how do you become a business owner? How do you become an investor? Okay, I'm going to talk about how do you get a cash cow. I believe this is the best industry in the world to get your cash cow in. First of all, you get a skill. We're going to show you how to trade. We're going to show you how to make money on your own and plug in anytime that you want. I have some very good friends in this company who became first-time self-made millionaires from this company from learning how to trade. And now today, they're not only millionaires in our company, they've actually become educators, which has been powerful, teaching other people how they did it. Okay, so we're going to teach you the 4% mindset. And so let's talk about real quick 5 steps I want you to remember, 5 principles. Number 1, protect your money. Okay, how do you do that? You get your money to constantly move for you and you not work for it. Number 2, leverage money or leverage a team or leverage employees. Okay, we're going to show you how to leverage a broker, which allows you to leverage your money. Okay, when you leverage your money, you create more return on investment. Number 3, we're going to show you how to create wealth, create money just like the banks are doing. Except you can't print money, right? But you can go and learn a skill and push sell or buy and make money throughout the day. That's where a lot of our organization is doing now. Number 4, we're going to show you an example of what compound income versus compound interest look like. Do you realize that today you pay a majority of your bills in interest? You go look at a mortgage that you get that you pay for 30 years. You pay $100,000 on the home. The bank says, great, we'll give you the money. We're going to charge you 3%, 4%. Well, if they charge you 3%, you're going to pay $300,000 back. If they charge you 4%, you're going to pay $400,000 back. You pay 4 times what your home was worth. This is why most people are missing the wealth bus, because they're transferring the wealth to companies. And we're going to show you how to keep your wealth in your pocket. You see, the lack of money will cost you money every single time. All right, number 5. Creating generational wealth. Wouldn't you want to leave something to your kids versus having to depend on your kids when you get older? Do you realize today where we're at, and especially what's happening? A majority of the baby boomers right now have to depend on their kids for additional finances. And if they don't have kids, they are looking towards Social Security, which is not even there. Most people will get an additional check monthly of maybe $1,000 at the baby boomer stage right now, right? Their incomes have been cut by 80%. And now they have even more on their plate. They have to cover their medical bills. If their home wasn't paid for, that they were paying for 30 years, it's not paid. They're paying for their mortgage, if they could even do that, or they have to go into a senior care facility. Do you realize the stress that is on a lot of our boomers right now, especially in the time that we're in, because a lot of retirements were lost? So instead of understanding that track, wouldn't you want to put yourself in a position where you will never have to think about that ever again? See, we want to shift you to that 1% mindset. See, what I believe, if you believe that you can, you'll achieve it. And in this company, I know that we have people that are winning all over the globe. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in Africa, whether you're in London, whether you're here in the United States, you can win in this market. It's a global market. So we're going to give you an example of what it looks like to compound money instead of having to pay it in compound interest, okay? We pay our mortgages in compound interest. I want you to go look at your credit card bill. You pay 25% or less, 16 to 25% per month on the balance every single month. So your credit cards get your money, okay? You pay that on your car note. So if you didn't buy your car right out, you pay a compound interest to your finance company for your car. Listen, folks, you're just transferring your money right outside of your bank account every single day. Let's show you how to transfer money into your bank account by becoming the bank. Okay, so if you're able to compound your money, let's say you had $100 in a trading account, which we're going to show you how to do, and you grow it by 15% per week. Now, being very conservative here, that's getting 3% per day. We have people who are knocking out 15% per day, 20% per day, folks, doing what we do. Okay, so let's just look at this example. I just want you to see what compound interest looks like. So $100, you make $15 the first week, $17 the second week, $19 the third week, $22 the fourth week. In a month period, you've taken a $100 account to $175. Now, I want you to do the math here. 15 times 4, right? This would be 60%, wouldn't it? But you realize there was actually 75% that was brought in here. Think about that. That is the power of compound. We squeeze an extra 15% out because we're compounding our money. Well, guess what that does over a long period? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. This is how we pay interest, folks. This is why people get caught up and they can't pay off their bills because they didn't see this train coming. And we're going to flip it. You are the train now. Okay, so we go 6 months in, we've now changed $100 to $2,800. Okay, now we go 52 weeks in, we've now turned $100 to $143,000. Now listen, okay, this is being conservative. Let's go even more conservative. Let's say it took you 2 years to be able to trade and get good and do this. Would making $143,000 extra on the side be worth it? Yes, because what we know today in the world, right, in America right now, what they did, they realized that 46% of people didn't have about $400 in their account when everything happened. They realized over 70% of people didn't have $1,000 in their account in their name. People are not making money. So that leaves the top 30% in control of making money moves right now. People see what they want to do, but they can't do it. So I'm going to show you a fast way to do it. Okay. What I'm looking for is sweat equity and mind equity. Okay. Meaning you just got to learn a little bit. And when you learn, you can control your finances from this point on. So welcome to the foreign exchange market, folks, where we teach people how to trade one country's currency for another country's currency anywhere in the world. And it doesn't matter the country that you're exchanging the currencies from because of the brokers, because of that number 2 rule that we talked about. Okay, we also do this in a digital currency market as well, too, which is even more volatile. If you don't understand what Bitcoin is today, or what Ethereum or Litecoin or TRX, if you don't understand these moves, folks, you are already missing the wealth transfer. I promise. It is the gold of your time. See, there were families that understood when Nixon took us off the gold standard that they needed to start buying up gold right then and there. And because they did that, they transferred a lot of wealth to their family's household, especially now, because why? Gold is sitting at almost $1,700 an ounce, and it went from $35 an ounce. Imagine if your great-grandpa, your grandfather, or your great-great-grandfather invested in gold. What would your family's name be today? Well, that's you. You have the opportunity to be the great-great-grandpa or grandmother or whoever you are in this call right now by making a decision to start investing, okay? We get to do this 5 to 7 days a week, depending on if we're trading the Forex or digital currency market. So what does I Am Mastery Academy do? We make it very simple, folks. Listen, my story. I didn't know how to trade 2 years ago. You know, my mentor, I mentioned an 8-figure trader today by the name of Dr. Kathy Kirkland. And when they enrolled me, they said, hey, Randy, you don't got to know everything. You're going to follow Dr. K. She can tell you exactly what to do. If you hear her say sell, you click the red button. You hear her say buy, you click the blue button, and that's it. And then you'll learn along the way. That was me. Now today, I can say I'm a successful, profitable trader because of I Am Mastery Academy and because I treat it very seriously. I plugged into my mentors, which was my proximity, my money friends. And today, you get to have the same exact money friends that I had 2 years ago. You get them plus more. And so in our Mastery Academy, we're going to teach you from your basics all the way up to your advanced. In high frequency Forex, man, I was watching my buddy last night, and he made $17,000, and I'm sorry, $21,000 in front of everybody. And he does this Sunday through Thursday. He's an educator in our company now, and he teaches you how to make money in literally less than 3 minutes. And so if you are the person where you're like, I want to see the money right then and there, I want to know my results, then high frequency Forex may be a platform that you want to plug into. Very simple to use. And quite frankly, I'm going to tell you it's addictive. Okay. When you can produce money in a 1 minute, 3 minutes, yes, you can find yourself maybe being in front of here, just creating wealth after wealth after wealth. Okay, so we're going to teach you high frequency Forex or digital currency. Okay, and so we have a simplified learning platform that is going to help you create real wealth and real freedom. Why? Because we actually are giving you the knowledge in your head. We're not just spoon feeding you. We are giving you the knowledge to become the bank for yourself. You won't need I Am Master Academy anymore. You won't need any company to work for anymore. Quite frankly, once you get very good at this skill, you might find that you're going to be able to teach other people how to do the same exact thing. Okay, we have 100+ educators that you get to fully plug into that are going to teach you how to trade just like them. Okay, so when you want to learn their strategy, just go on to go live, okay, and you just get to watch them. For an hour or 2 hours, someone's going to be trading in the market with you. It's like Michael Jordan in basketball holding your hand, where you're getting the Michael Jordans of trading, holding your hands in the market, telling you exactly when to sell or buy. So you're learning from the best, you're getting mentored from the best, and we have a trader or educator that is trading and educating on the hour, every hour. As you can see our schedule here, right? Every single day we have something that is going on, and I love it. We have multiple languages, okay? So it doesn't matter if you speak German or Spanish, okay? We have it in every single language out there. We even have Japanese Forex trader that is teaching folks in Japan. Powerful folks. So I understand we have an international platform to help people around the globe. Choose the weapon of your choice. Guess what? The harmonic scanner, Vibrata, Steady. These are some of the products that I use. Just keeping it simple. All of these products are going to simplify your trading. They're going to basically give you trade setups, and you just got to copy and paste until you actually learn how to do it on your own. Okay, we have 3 apps you can download right now. One called Gold Cup, the other Swipe Trades and Swipe Coins. Just give you the quick difference. Gold Cup, copy and paste strategies that you're going to see patterns in the market. Swipe Trades, literally 5 high-time traders in our company that are going to send trade ideas to your phone. You copy and paste. Or if you want to trade cryptocurrency, you want to know where Bitcoin's going right now. Guess what? Bitcoin is at $6,000 right now, okay? And then we have a trader that said it's going to go, and he gave us a chart, is we're shooting and looking for it to go to about 7,000. Folks, that is over thousands of pips. Okay, pips equal percentage in profits. This is you being able to make money right now because someone told you to. Okay, so these are the apps you can download. So what does our program cost? Well, let me tell you before we even talk about the few $100s here. I didn't know that people were paying between $5,000 to $60,000 to learn how to trade. That is not where we're not even going to come close. But listen, I want you to understand why it's important. Okay, you have people like Warren Buffett. Okay, you got people who are trading on Wall Street, who handle big hedge funds. Okay, that are doing this. What would it take for you to be trained by someone like that? You realize it would cost thousands, right? Matter of fact, they wouldn't even take the time to talk to you if your family wasn't a part of that process or didn't know them, okay? Or you weren't somebody. You had to know someone on Wall Street to learn the skill we're going to teach here. And today, our company is literally because of Christopher Terry, the CEO of our company, also one of the top traders in the world. He created this company to really teach people who didn't have the option or have the benefit of being in contact or in proximity to people who already had wealth. And so this is what makes I Am Master Academy powerful. It's only $235 to get started with us today. Okay. And immediately you can start trading. You can plug into Go Live. You can start making money either through your demo account, because demo is you pretending and learning, or you can actually fund your account for real and actually copy off some of the trades like I did. You know, my very first night I made $331. I got excited. And I remember telling my wife, we're about to get rich. I can't believe this is really happening. And our life has never been the same ever since. 2.5 years in the game, folks. And I've not only made money, but I watched hundreds of people on my team make money as well too. Okay. So you also do high frequency Forex. I explained the difference between those both. It's $235. Just know, it doesn't have to be a definite decision today. If you decide to do Forex, which that's what we recommend, you can always change to high frequency Forex the next month and learn that platform. Okay. And then we have digital currency. Once you learn high frequency Forex, you can learn digital currency. Or you might be like myself. You say, you know what? I just want it all in one today. I want everything. I want to be able to look at all my academies. It's $325. Just $325 to get started. Now, listen, folks, let me be a money mentor to you, like I tell everybody in our organization, because I was you. You know, I was you. If you're looking and you're like, man, $325, man, $235 is a lot of money. Folks, I want to shift your mind. It's not a lot of money. It's just that you're coming from a mindset of scarcity and you have to change it. There's a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. If I can give that to you, by T. Harv Eker, definitely read that book, because your mind will keep you in the same place year after year after year after year. Why? Because you think the same way. See, I learned from my money friends, from my multimillionaire mentors, from my now, I got some almost billionaire mentors, that it's all about what you think. If you think you're poor, you'll stay poor. If you think you're rich, you'll continually make money. You'll know that money comes frequently and abundantly, and that's just what it is. And money will continually come frequently and abundant because you are a magnet. You attract it. Trust me, energy is attracted to energy and not the other way around. And so there's something big about our company, folks. It's bigger than you learning about Forex. It's about you learning about how to be a millionaire, how to be a six-figure earner, how to be someone who creates wealth. How do you be that person? That's the true thing about Mentor. Of course, we have some other strategies. I won't go over all these. Just get back to the person who invited you on here and ask them what they're doing. So we have a 2 and 3 program. When I started 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago, they told me, hey, we're going to teach you how to enter and exit the trade. We're going to teach you how to use your MetaTrader 4 app, and then all you have to do is just copy off Dr. Kathy Kirkland. And that's what I did starting off. And now today, not only do I copy off Dr. Kathy Kirkland, but I have a lot of other traders I follow, like Kimberly Torres, Stevenson Lindor, Christopher Derrick. We have Mike Miles. I can go on and on about all the successful traders that we have. Kevin Serrano. These are all people that you're going to get access to on a daily basis, and you get to watch it all day long until you get really good. Well, my first night, I made $331. Guess who I called? Called my family. Called my mom, dad, brothers, and they signed up on the spot. My sister called me up the next day. She's upset because I didn't call her. And here's what she said. I said, sis, you don't do these type of things. She goes, bro, no, every time you show me something of this sort, like I always got to show my friends to make money. It always has to be a point where I have to sell it to make money from it. I heard I can be a student and actually click buttons and I can make money whenever I want. I said, it's true. She goes, I'm in. That's a no-brainer, bro. Who wouldn't do that? And so my sister, who never signs up for anything, said yes to this. And that's when I realized it doesn't matter who you are. You can be introverted. You can be extroverted. You can like people, not like people. If you can just be a student and you can have an attention span of 5 minutes, meaning you can watch a 5-minute video, you can learn how to trade Forex and you can get really good at it. And so I've gotten the privilege to be able to watch that for the past 2.5 years happen in our organization and around the globe, where people have made money that they didn't even know was possible. So just know the $175 monthly that you'll pay. If you want to waive it, it's optional. You can, okay? Go and get 2 customers and they remain active. Then you don't pay a monthly fee. Awesome, done. Okay, so that's our product. That's what we do, folks. $235 to get started. If you like it, great. Get back to the person that invited you on this session here. Okay, if you didn't, no big deal. This is not a sales pitch. We are really looking to change people's lives and not to push people into the system. We only want those who say, I'm sick and tired of being the person on the back end of every decision politically. I'm sick and tired of being the person on the back end where I'm trying to get ahead and I take 5 steps back for some reason. Today, we want to let you take 10 steps forward and keep on moving. Keep that momentum in your family's life. So we're going to give you one more option that you can make an additional stream of income with our company. Now understand, I Am Master Academy is going viral around the world right now. Forex is going viral around the world. Okay, people are trying to make money and they want to make money in this industry. They just need to know, who do I need to be taught by? How much does it cost? Right? You can go to online platforms like Online Trading Academy and they'll charge you $25,000 for something like this. But because of this business model and how we advertise and how we're getting the word out, we don't have to put a lot of money out for advertising. We like to put it back into the field. Okay, and because of that, this provides a second stream of income to you if you want to be one of our ambassadors to go share the word about what I Am Master Academy is and how we're changing lives. I believe there's 3 things that you have to understand when you look at a business model like this. Number one, you got to have 7 streams of income. If you don't, one stream typically is your job. And most people right now, because they can't go to their jobs, they're not making any money. But imagine being able to create a home-based business and you create a residual income. That's powerful, because residual income never goes away because it's all based off all the work you did in the past. Okay, number 2, if you don't figure out a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until the day that you die. That's a fact. Okay, there is unfortunately a lot of baby boomers that have to work right now, even though they've put in 40 years, 50 years, 60 years of their life in the work field, in the industrial age, where their company promised them a retirement. Look, Sears, Victoria's Secret, they all had to close stores. Sears went out of business. My uncle used to work for them, and I watched him work hard for over 30 years, only to find out that he doesn't have a retirement. Listen, folks, why would you want that to be your story? Why not just try something and build something for yourself? Something that you can put your name on and that you can pass on to your kids. Number three, this industry outside of real estate has produced a lot of self-made millionaires and success stories. Me and my wife were one of those success stories. We're no one special. We did not come from money. We just got mentors and we followed exactly what they did. So let me go into the second half real quick. Very simple. We offer an IBO Academy, or a home-based business mastery academy, where we're going to have 6, 8, and 9-figure earners teaching you how to do what they did in the market. Okay, you want to make multiple 6 figures? We're going to teach you how to do that. You want to learn how to make $25,000 residually per month? We will teach you how to do that, and we'll teach you how to build an international business on a product, a service that is viral anyway. Okay, this is what's hot right now. So why not start a franchise from it? So here's how you get paid. Once you refer 3 customers, you can then upgrade to become an IBO. Now, remember, this is optional. You don't have to do this. Our company is based on trading Forex, and that's what people do. But if you want to be the small 10% that says, hey, I want to start a franchise, I want to make the potential of making 6 million residually per year outside of my trading game. Okay, if that's you, we're going to show you how to have those dreams and how to build it here. Okay, so $25 for every customer that signs up personally with you, $50 for if they do it lead, and then here's your residual income. When you refer 3, you make $150 a month. You refer 12, or your team grows to 12, meaning you didn't refer them yourself. Team grows to 12, you make $600 guaranteed every single month. Okay, your team grows to 30, you make $1,000 guaranteed every single month with 30 customers in your organization. And then as it grows, folks, Platinum 2000, I hit the very first week of being a part of this company. It's $500 weekly, which is $2,000 a month. Do you realize that most of the world makes about $24,000 a year? And here we have young kids, the age of 18, 19 years old, crushing these ranks, hitting Platinum 2000, and of course, Platinum 5000, which is $5,000 a month guaranteed. So we're talking about $60,000 a year, folks, 225 customers in your organization, which gives you $1,250 a week. What would you do with money like that? Well, you could be investing, okay, of course, right? Chairman 10, it took us 60 days in this company to hit Chairman 10. It's 500 customers. It's $2,500 a week. Folks, listen, you can build this right from home. We have our money is going up as we speak right now in our home. We've always done this. Nothing's changed, even though things are going around us. We've always done what we've done from home. So imagine being able to transition your business. No better time to transition your business to home than right now, okay? Chairman 25, it took us 16 months to hit the Chairman 25 rank. That's $25,000 guaranteed every single month in residual income, folks. What would you do if you made $25,000 a month or $300,000 a year minimum? Okay, it's very powerful. Trust me. Your bracket changes, and the way that you operate will change. The way that you invest will change. That's $6,250 a week. Chairman 50, it's $50,000 a month. That's $12,500 weekly. Okay. Chairman 100, that is 5,000 customers, $25,000 weekly. Listen, there are 7 billion people in the world. Do you think perhaps 1% of them would like to make an additional stream of income? Absolutely, because the world is hurting right now, and people do want to make a stream of income. Well, what's the best way? Well, we're trading with the banks now. Isn't that powerful? The banks are putting all the money in the world. They're throwing all the reserves in the foreign exchange market. Guess what? We get to be in the foreign exchange market. We get to make money in that market. So there's no better product to push than to cut out the middleman and go straight to the source. I believe that our company is teaching people around the world to go straight to the source. I don't have to sell you a product now. I can just go on my MetaTrader 4 and I can go just push sell or buy and make money. Okay. I don't have to do nutrition. I don't have to travel. I don't have to do any of that. I can build my business right from home just by pushing an educational platform and really teaching people how to gain wealth in their family. And that's what we do. Okay. Chairman 250 is making $250,000 a month. Chairman 500 is making $500,000 a month. Folks, let me tell you, I've been an entrepreneur 7.5 years, from being an inventor with a product that we sell through Amazon, to being a real estate investor, still do real estate right now today, to investing in actual commodities. So a lot of things, folks, and I've never seen in the history that I've been an entrepreneur where so many people can have success in one place and make money where it doesn't take from others. Okay, I've never been in a company that is literally paying our top earners $6 million a year in residual income. Do you realize we have top influencers, entertainers that are coming to our company? Because think about it, even actors, reality shows, TV show hosts, you name it, they're not making $6 million a year, folks. You have music artists that are being pimped out by their companies. They're not making $6 million a year. And here at I Am Academy, we have the opportunity to put in the work and to share our success and the potential to change our family's life as well as change a lot of other people's life and make $6 million potentially. That may not be your goal. I don't know. You may not be shooting for millions. Maybe you're shooting for 6 figures a year. That's cool. Whatever that is, just know that it's possible and you just got to put in some work for it. Okay, so here's our income disclosure statement. We're very transparent. Make sure you go to im.academy, go to the bottom, find income disclosure, print it out for yourself or save it to your computer. Just read over this. And then it's a simple decision, folks. That's what we're looking for today. The person that advised you on here just want you to make a decision. Whether you say yes, whether you say no, it doesn't matter. We care about if you say yes, we want to help you gain more wealth in the company. Okay? So I want you to give them an A, B, or C. A, I'm ready to get started. Send me your referral link. B, I'm ready to get started, but I have a couple questions. So we want to answer your questions, of course, and then get you plugged in, get you started. And if you're a C, not interested, you know what? I still thank you for being on here, taking the time to take a look at the information. And I hope that I planted a seed in your heart and in your head to say, hey, let me do a little bit more research on Forex. Maybe I might be missing out on something. And then once you realize that, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be learning, get back to the person that invited you onto the session and let them know that you're ready to get started. So that is our call today, folks. Thank you so much for taking the time to take a look at our information. I'll make this recording available. You'll see it either on my Facebook page or in one of our groups. You can definitely take another look at it. So thank you guys, and I pray that you have an abundant 2020, and I pray that your wealth zone continually grows. Let's go.